All right, so today we're going to talk about how this battle-tested mindset helped make John one of the most well-respected general contractors in his region. See, long before he was transforming hospitals and developing multifamily units, he was just another coordinator on the site with an aspiration for greater responsibility. Naturally, every day before work, he'd spend half his time reading through all the project manuals and the other half of his time reading through all the safety requirements for OSHA. Because though many things in life aren't guaranteed, two things are certain. John is always going to show up prepared, and he has no interest in seeing people exposed to hazard. That became ever more his mark one morning when they're on the tail end of a commercial project. And for whatever given reason, his team is asked to get up on a scaffold to go do some work outside of a building. Now, granted that bonuses get paid as long as they complete that project ahead of schedule, you can already imagine how this project manager is selling it. The money is locked in as long as they can cut a few corners and get the project done. Naturally, in small to medium-sized America, this is kind of how it goes, if I'm being honest. But there was one small problem. That is that morning there was no guardrails, there was no safety nets, and there was no personal fall systems in place for the team. So guess who felt the need to step up and let that project manager know they weren't going to move an inch until otherwise? Yeah, well, old Johnny Boy and that project manager got to enjoy a heated conversation to start the day before ultimately freezing that project to get the right systems in place. Not exactly the easiest position to take when you're an hourly contractor, if I'm being honest. But luckily, speaking up spoke volumes about his character, and it won him the love and trust of everyone else that was on the job site that day. The world works in crazy ways, and not very long after, the manager in question was being rotated to another project, and John was getting the promotion to lead his own team. To make a long story short, I can tell you that he falls in love with the responsibility of getting people across the finish line, in a safe and efficient fashion, that is. And so much so that a year into it, he breaks off to start his own shop. Granted, he already had the love and trust of everyone that worked with him. It wasn't really too hard for him to put together a team, right? Now, what I want you to take from this story is that if in your gut you ever feel like something is going the wrong way or that people are being misled, it is your duty to step up, to come forward and say something about it. Even if it results in a heated conversation, you should move with the confidence that if you don't do this, it could get much worse for you and everyone else that's involved. Now, if you've enjoyed the story of John, if you have any questions, or maybe you'd like to share a similar story that you've experienced out in the field yourself, please feel welcome to share it down in the comments. I would love to hear what you guys are going through and what you guys have been through. Also feel welcome to shoot me a DM or send me an email, and I'd love to be able to connect with you. All the same, this is Jaime Lewis. I hope you guys have had a great day, and I'm sure we'll catch up soon.